Hi, this is Linda with Talking in American English. Lesson 34 will be unlike my previous videos. When I get to 35, I will go back to doing what I was doing before. But because so many things are going on right now in America and you may have questions, I want to explain some important American words. I'm just wanting to share with you some background information that may help you. So when I go through here, it will be a lot of reading, and sometimes the words will be in dark print to let you know that I will define the word at the end of the video. But I do hope that you will watch the part about due process and habeas corpus and the Miranda Rights that are very important right now. And a lot of this will also explain the Constitution and the role that different parts of the government play. I will read this text and explain a little bit as we go, but if this is not what you need, at least look at the part about those three special words I mentioned: due process, habeas corpus, Miranda rights. So let's look at the Constitution. Everything is revolving around the Constitution. America exists because of its Constitution. The Constitution creates a government that is of the people, by the people, and for the people. In the United States, the oath to defend the Constitution is taken by all federal, that means national government, officials, including members of Congress, federal judges, and other executive and judicial officers, except the president, who has a specific oath related to preserving, protecting, and defending the Constitution. His oath includes more support even than the others for the Constitution. Government officials take oaths like these. I will explain these and how they are different from each other, so we won't have to read slowly every one of them. But the oath for the U.S. president is like this. The president says, when he becomes president, I do solemnly, that means seriously, swear or affirm that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States and will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. Now, those who are in Congress, that's senators and those in the House of Representatives, make this promise. And some of it is the same, but some of it is different. I do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign, that means from outside the United States, and domestic, that means within the United States. That I will bear true faith, hold up under it, carry the weight, bear true faith and allegiance to the same Constitution. That I take this obligation, responsibility freely, without any mental reservation, no feeling not sure, or purpose of evasion, trying to get around doing your responsibilities. And that I will well and faithfully discharge or do the duties of the office on which I am about to enter. So help me God. All members of the Senate and all members of the House of Representatives make this promise to defend the Constitution, support and defend the Constitution as they become a senator or a House of Representative member. The Supreme Court and all justices and judges of the United States say, I, and they say their names, do solemnly swear or affirm that I will administer justice without respect to persons and do equal right to the poor and to the rich, and that I will faithfully and impartially discharge and perform all the duties incumbent or included in my responsibility upon me as, and they say their title, under the Constitution and laws of the United States. So help me God. Impartiality means not playing favorites. Respect of persons, everyone is the same. You're treating everyone the same, poor and rich. Everyone is treated equally in the justice system. That's what they promise. The military also pledges allegiance to the Constitution. When a soldier becomes a member of the military, he says, I, and he says, or she says her name, do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, the Constitution, and that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and the orders of the officers appointed over me, but it's not a blind obedience, according to regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice. And they may or may not say, so help me God. But notice that they promise to be faithful and support the Constitution first. And then they talk about these other responsibilities of the military. And then we go to the state. Those are all national, state and local police. They have a similar promise they make. Swear an oath to the Constitution. I, and they say their name. And I go quickly because we've done this before. Do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, the Constitution, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which I am about to enter. So help me God. The wording may vary a little by state or local agency, but it's basically the same promise to support and defend the Constitution. That's very important in our country. This means that no person in government on any level, including police and military, has any higher authority than the Constitution. They must not put loyalty to a party, such as a political party, or a person above their loyalty to the Constitution. They make that promise. The Constitution is their number one authority. Law enforcement officers and the military serve to protect all people in America. This is very important, rich or poor, and not just to protect those in power or the wealthy. In the Constitution, all people within its borders have many rights, including the right to due process, which includes habeas corpus. I will define these a little bit later, within due process is also what is called Miranda rights. They also have the right to peacefully assemble and peacefully demonstrate. Peaceful demonstrations are legal and are a powerful force in a democracy. Law enforcement should protect peaceful demonstrators, not attack them. Demonstrators can talk loudly, shout, cry, carry signs, and stand, sit, or walk in public places so long as they do so peacefully. Violent protests, such as physically attacking public servants, that would be policemen, firemen, other people who are doing their jobs, or others, just people in the area, burning cars, etc., and breaking into buildings or businesses and looting, stealing, that's what looting is, stealing, are not protected under the First Amendment. Blocking main roads or bridges is often not permitted, especially if it poses safety risk, if it seems dangerous or violates local laws. Sometimes there is a local law that you're breaking if you stand there. Demonstrators who become violent can make a demonstration lose its effectiveness. Now let's look at these key words. Due process. The government must act fairly and follow established rules or laws when taking away someone's life, liberty, putting you under arrest, or property. It's a guarantee of fairness and a check on government power. That means keeping it under control, government power under control. The government cannot deny, it means it has to give it, it cannot take it away. The government cannot deny someone's rights without following the steps outlined in law. So that's a due process. You have to have this. Habeas corpus is part of that. Habeas corpus is from the Latin language. It means you have the body. Habeas corpus, a part of due process that means a person cannot be detained or arrested without an explanation of what they are accused of. A lawyer can demand that you be brought before a judge for that explanation. It basically means you get a chance to defend yourself before a punishment is given. You get that chance of defending yourself. Everyone should get that. The Miranda rights. Your rights if you are arrested. The first part of the Miranda rights, the right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. You have the right to refuse or say no to answering questions, and you can just remain silent. You have the right to counsel. That means getting a lawyer. You have the right to an attorney or lawyer to be with you when they ask you questions. You have the right to a court-appointed attorney or lawyer if you cannot afford an attorney yourself. One will be provided for you if you cannot afford one. Understanding of rights. You must be informed or told of these rights before questioning begins. You can also do this, waiver of rights. You can choose to waive or not use your Miranda rights. But this must be done knowingly by you, intelligently by you, and voluntarily by you. It cannot be forced. Here we have definitions of words that were used in the other information. You may need this, or you may want to do a screenshot of it and study it later. The Constitution is the document created at the beginning of our country that explains the organization of government and its powers and limitations, as well as the rights of people within its borders. An oath is a promise to follow or obey. Defend and protect basically mean the same thing. Keep safe, keep something safe or keep someone safe. Do not allow harm. Preserve, cause something to remain or last, not end. Keep alive, that's preserve. Pledge is make a promise. We've got oath is a promise, pledge is a promise. We have another one later, this promise. Allegiance, to be loyal, to be faithful, to be true to something, is showing allegiance. Impartial, treat everyone equally, no favorites. Leader, one that others follow. Party, in this part, means a political organization. There are a lot of meanings to some of these words, like party. An organized political group is a party. Swear is also a promise. Affirm is agree to the truth of something. Support, give help and care and protection to. Bear, there are many meanings of bear, including an animal, but this is bear, meaning hold up, carry the load, carry the weight of whatever your responsibility is. You will carry it in truth and faithfulness. Obligation is a responsibility or something you must do. Mental reservation, that's in your mind. Let me pull these all up. In your mind, if you have a reservation, that means you're not sure in your mind, and you're not supposed to have any doubts. You're supposed to be sure. So you don't want to do something with mental reservations. Mental reservation, not being sure in one's mind. Evasion is trying to not do something you're supposed to do or go around it in a way that isn't the correct way. Evasion, trying not to do something or go around it. Discharge means do one's responsibility. There are other meanings of that, but in here it's do your responsibility. Discharge. Duties, actions one is supposed to do. What are you supposed to do? That's your duty. Office has many meanings. Here it means the job one has agreed to do. You have the office of a governor, the office of a judge. That's the job you have. Authority, power to make decisions, rule over others. You have that power if you have authority. Loyalty, being faithful, agreement to help and support. That's loyalty. Assemble, come together as a group. You have the right to assemble, to come together as a group. Demonstrate, you have this right. Express what you believe in public. Usually it's in a group if you're demonstrating, but it could be one person expressing what you believe in public. Violent protests, demonstrations that cause harm. They're violent. And so a demonstration is a protest, but if it's violent, it's not legal. Democracy, a government that is controlled by all citizens. It may be through their representatives, because we can't all vote on everything. We may let our representatives vote for us, but it is our decisions that decide how the government is supposed to be run. And the senators in the House of Representatives are supposed to be listening to the people back home. So these are some things you might want to understand about how America works, and I hope this is helpful to you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in 35, which will be back to regular English study. Bye-bye.